Oh, hi. Welcome back to West Seattle and happy Thanksgiving. Today we've got a pretty good one because we are featuring the brand new Phase 2 Pearl from Storm. And alongside with it, just for fun, we have a Phase 2 OG Solid. Both of these balls are fresh off the press, no shots, lines still kind of on the outside. And this is to kind of give a total apples to apples comparison. Both balls fresh surface, both balls have the exact same layout, numbers on the screen. And it's essentially the Solid versus the Pearl. 9 years in the making. Let's see what we got. We'll kick it off with Phase 2 Solid, the OG. In some people's eyes, the GOAT. The one everyone seems to match up well with. Fresh house shot. It's a good start, but then again, it's a Phase 2 Solid. It's supposed to do that. Okay, so the Phase 2. In all transparency, I have not matched up with the Phase 2 immeasurably well like the rest of the world. Doesn't mean that I don't like it, and it doesn't mean that it hasn't been good for me in spots, but I think my heart always tends to lie with the IQ Tour, and so you're typically in one of those two camps. Got around that a little more. Smooth. I don't think I've thrown a Phase 2 in the regular anyway in several years. So it's kind of fun to have a fresh one, remind myself what makes it so good, and what it even might do on today's lane conditions. Missed out, did the right thing. Smooth, you see that? It's actually a lot smoother than I recall it being. Now maybe it's just the way the lanes are playing this morning. It's Seattle, it's late November. We're on the high side of the house. Things typically go pretty long when it's fresh oil. All that said, I'm gonna move inside two boards. Why? I don't know. Maybe we just need to break this Phase 2 in a little bit too. Yeah, still not quite. Still a little too smooth. Not enough entry angle. But I think as I put some more oil on it, break the cover in like a cast iron skillet, it'll probably start to come alive, get a little poppier down then. But not much, right? That's the Phase 2. It's supposed to be a benchmark. Low RG, high diff, gets it started in the middle of the lane. Safe. Predictable. Versatile. It's matched up with so many bowlers because you can be of any type of bowling style. You can typically play the lanes in a variety of different lines. You can tweak the surface to your liking. Typically bowling balls don't last 9 years like this one has. So they were doing something right back in 2016, for sure. Yeah, I feel like I could just stand there, throw it over there, have it do that thing all day. The Phase 2 Solid is a bowler's best friend in just about anything. House shot, tournament conditions. Let's throw one more. We'll take a peek at the brand new Pearl. Yeah, controllable, smooth. Again, this is fresh oil. It's colder today. It's probably why I'm seeing it roll a lot smoother than I recall some years back. But there's only one way to find out. We're swapping into brand new Phase 2 Pearl. Fresh off the press as well. Okay, so that one was about from the same place that the Phaze 2 Solid seemed to want to be, and that entry angle looked way better. Let's move in 2 from that, maybe even get it out right and see what kind of recovery this ball is starting to give. Holy moly. Okay, couple thoughts. You're seeing this along with me. Phaze 2, again, I haven't had a fresh Phaze 2 in some years, so maybe I'm just not recalling accurately, but I don't recall the Phaze 2 OG Solid being as smooth as I saw it, so I thought maybe it was the lanes. Don't think so. This Phaze 2 Pearl seems to be treating it like a house shot, but rolling, at least down lane, way better. Okay, next thought. I'm pleasantly surprised that, again, it's cold outside here in Seattle. It's the early morning, fresh house shot. It's just me. I hadn't even bowled on this lane until we turned the lights on here. I warmed up on the lane to the left, and that last one, I just wanted to see what happens if I really get it out there. On fresh oil, like is out there now, can it get back? I really didn't think that that was going to get back, and that not only got back, that got back perfectly. I mean, that's kind of what you want to see, I guess, from something with the moniker of Phaze 2 Pearl. Okay, that one slowed the speed down just a little bit, probably because I moved in even more, didn't trust it. This ball, I think you can just trust to do what it needs to do downlane. And that's a special assignment because the Phaze 2 Solid is what you want when you want to predict and control the middle of the lane. This is supposed to be, by design, when you're wanting to take control of the back of the lane. Let's trust this one, keep the speed a little more normal. You can see that one I missed in, so it was in more of the fresh oil. Had no problem going through the pins the right way. Pleasantly surprised and thrilled with this one. Wow, this one is really good. All right, so we'll throw one more and then we'll talk about what is the purpose of this? Why now? And didn't we already have this about 5 times in the past? Or didn't we? We'll talk in just a sec. Okay, well, kind of felt that one a little too hard, flat off my hand, but got there fine. Ring 10, good sign. You're gonna leave a 10, leave a ring 10. All right, so Phaze 2 Pearl. Yes, we have kind of had shiny Phaze bowling balls in the past. In fact, I think prior to this one, there have been 5. The original Phaze that very few people remember didn't quite connect with the masses, but it was an interesting idea. Then got retooled in R&D into what we now know as the Phaze 2, so that was a home run change. The follow-up to the Phaze 2 Solid, the OG one, was the Phaze 3. It was a polished hybrid. I think the black in that ball was the solid component. Phaze 4 came out after that. A true Pearl Phaze, but not the same recipe for the outside as the Phaze 2 Solid. That one got into a sticky situation that many people found very confusing, and so that ball was remade into the Phaze 5. One of my favorite balls of all time. It's the exact same ball as the Phaze 4, so R2S Pearl, something proven, it's been on the high roll Pearl, etc., yada yada yada. Super clean though, meaning it got through the front part of the lane very easy. I liked that because that's a type of ball that I'm looking to use in certain situations when the front of the lane is breaking down. Last year, you might recall, was the Phaze AI. Phaze 2 core, TX16 cover, so the exact same base blend of the OG. You would think then that that was the true Phaze 2 Pearl, but actually the core was tweaked a bit because it had AI technology around the weight block, so the numbers were a little different. And that white in the cover, pigments do matter a little bit. Had the ball rolling a little earlier than something dark red, dark blue, dark purple. So, why this? Why now? Because this is the true spiritual cousin to the Phaze 2 Solid. This is the Pearl version. As I was talking through all of that, I kind of forgot where I'd lined up. Off my hand, I was like, oh wait, you were about 3 left. But it did the right thing. Got that 4 out. I've been wiping this ball down with my chamois every shot. I'm gonna leave the oil on. Again, you're seeing this along with me, so see what it can do with the oil sitting on the surface. Okay, you saw that, right? Fair bit longer. Still was able to kind of tip and get to the pocket, but I think I will continue wiping off this. Freshly polished right out of the box. Power Edge, definitely my favorite polishing compound that's been on a bowling ball to date. But being that this ball is brand spanking new, probably needs a couple games to break in first. Get that polish Goldilocks just right before I can try things like not wiping it off as diligently. You know who has come to wish us a happy Thanksgiving. Norm, take that turkey leg out of here. We don't need that. No Randy Peterson Stone 8s at this Thanksgiving table, because that is something no bowler is thankful for, especially Randy Peterson. All right, let's throw another one. This ball's fun. This ball is fantastic. And again, I'm trying to be totally transparent with you when I had said, and will continue to say, the Phaze 2 Solid, while it matches up perfectly with just about the entire world, it had not been my best friend. I'm an IQ Tour guy. I will be an IQ Tour guy until I die. Not every ball is for everybody. I know the Phaze 2 Solid is for almost everybody. Phaze 2 Solid for me was good. I just had a couple of other options, IQ in particular, that seemed to work better for me. And while I absolutely loved the Phaze 5, it is pretty clean. It does glide way down. Still kind of looking for something that read the body of the lane just a little bit better. That's what I like with shiny bowling balls. That's what this ball's marquee is supposed to be saying. But I was a little skeptical, having not been one that the Phaze 2 was always my go-to choice. However, I am very surprised at how much I like this. Bodied that 4-pin too. Yeah, this ball is all-time great. And really, why am I surprised? It's Phaze 2. Everybody else knows, right? Same colors as the Phaze 2, so no changes in how pigments and dyes respond to lane surface. Same exact weight block, no AI technology tweaks. Outside of the pearl and polished component, the only real difference between this and the OG Phaze 2 Solid is the name and specific recipe of the base blend. So while the solid is TX16 from 9 years ago, this one is TX25. You can guess why they called it that. But TX25 doesn't necessarily mean that this is stronger. It might be. It more specifically means that it's made to, when put around the Phaze 2 core, the ball can roll exactly like how you would expect a true Phaze 2 pearl to roll. Get it out. Oh. All right, friends, before we throw one final shot and let you get back to your regularly scheduled Thanksgiving weekend festivities, make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate it, and kind of lets us know what more of something to make, what less of something to make. But let's smash a pocket. Send us out. All right, Phaze 2 Pearl from Storm. It's the same numbers you know, same colors you know, it's the same idea you know, except now it gets down the lane a little easier when the lanes break down, recovers fantastic, still keeps you safe, easy to put in anybody's bowling bag, even mine. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in December.